Hello, good morning friends. Today we discuss about the same paper 2 CC 102. The name of the paper is British Poetry from 14th century to 17th century. Now today we discuss one of the more highly appreciated metaphysical poet among those already we discussed Robert Herrick, then we discussed Henry Vaughan, and today we discuss about that one of that metaphysical poet, and that poet is Andrew Marvell. The Marvel words was those who are interested in watch the series of Infinity War and any others, Spider-Mans, and these are the marvelous series. They are the Spider-Man, Ant-Man, Captain America's, and Infinity War, and that was those Thor, and those are the characters who are interested in these movies. This series was, we can say that, published or released by the Marvelous Studio, and that's why Marvel. But here we have to discuss about that one of the metaphysical poets. Those are we discuss about more about metaphysical poet. The founder of these are John Donne, and John Donne. Yes, John Donne. Style of the other poet write down that George Herbert, Robert Herrick, Henry Vaughan, Andrew Marvell, Richard Crashaw. These are the poets who written in the same type of the poetry, and that's why this group is known as a metaphysical poet. એટલે કે આધ્યાત્મિક કવિ. Then Andrew Marvell was born in 31st March 1621 in Warwickshire, England. You can say that London in England, and he died in 18th August 1678. He died in 18th August 1678. We find out that there was you have to count that 21 and 27. So 57 years. Generally 21 we have to remove them. It was, we can say that his life was 57 years. And speciality of Andrew Marvell is that Andrew Marvell is English religious poet. Or we can say that because he born in England, he belongs to the London, and that's why he is generally known as the English poet. Tutor. Yes, I have to teach you. Tuition, and the words from the tutor, it like sikhona. He was a tutor, and later on he was a politician. Later on he became the MP, member of parliament, and that's why he is a politician. Even that he is called the classicist. Those classicists means, dear friends, just like we discuss about the English, and generally we can say English is mostly language derived from the Greek and Latin language. And these Greek and Latin are known as the classical language, and the literature produced in Greek and Latin language. And the form and style of the Greek and Latin language literary form. If the modern writer or the later on the writer who follow the classical style of Greek and Latin writing, it is called the classicist. મિત્રો ક્લાસિસ્ટ એટલે કે જે રીતે ઇંગ્લિશ ભાષા એ મોટાભાગે ગ્રીક અને લેટિન ભાષા પરથી ઉતરી આવી હતી. ગ્રીક અને લેટિન ભાષાનો બહુ ઊંડો પ્રભાવ હતો અંગ્રેજી ભાષા ઉપર, અને આ બે ભાષાઓ પ્રાચીન ભાષાઓ હતી, એને ક્લાસિકલ ભાષા કહેવામાં આવતી હતી. જે રીતે આપણે સંસ્કૃતને કહીએ છીએ, સંસ્કૃત આપણી ક્લાસિકલ લેંગ્વેજ છે. આપણે ભારતીય ભાષાઓ માટે ક્લાસિકલ લેંગ્વેજ કહીએ તો સંસ્કૃત અને પ્રાકૃત એ આપણી ક્લાસિકલ લેંગ્વેજ ગણાય છે. મિત્રો આ ક્લાસિકલ લેંગ્વેજ પ્રમાણે એ શૈલીમાં જે સેકન્ડ અને થર્ડ સેન્ચુરી જે એક્યુલસ, સોફોક્લિસ, યુરિપિડિસ, હોમર, ઓવિડ્સ, ધીઝ આર ધ પોએટ્સ એન્ડ રાઇટર જે રાઇટ ડાઉન એ જે લખતા હતા સાહિત્ય, અને એ શૈલીનું સાહિત્ય જ્યારે કોઈ આધુનિક સમયે કોઈ લેખક કે કવિ લખે તો એને શું કહેવાય? ક્લાસિસ્ટ. And here he also followed those other styles. Why? The speciality of Andrew Marvell is English poet, particularly English religious poet, tutor, because he taught as a tutor to the daughter of the politician, and later on himself became the politician, MP, and he wrote in the style of writing, ode is classical, that's why he is called the classist. Then literary movement in which he belonged to, that is metaphysical poets. We discussed before at the beginning of this lecture that those are the group of poets: John Donne, George Herbert, Henry Vaughan, Richard Crashaw, Robert Herrick, and Andrew Marvell. They are known as a metaphysical poets. His major works. So his major work is a series of poems. It is called the Moire poem. We have a series of Moire poems. Under this Moire poem, he can write down the continuous a series of Moire poems. There was a collection of the poems. Yes, understand? We have collection. It's like an anthology of poems, sangrah. And anthology or collection. And in this, there are the famous poems. They are the notable poems. These are the single poem. It is a collection of the poem, dear friends, and they are a single poem. And the garden upon Appleton House, the first anniversary on the death of O.C. Yeah, first we put there. You have also read the welcoming the King Oliver Cromwell. He wrote one of the famous ode. Horatian ode upon Cromwell's return from Ireland. A Horatian, we discussed before about that. In the ode, there are the two poets, Pindaric and Horace. Pindaric, Italian poet Pindaric, and it's called Horace. And they wrote the poetry. They wrote the ode. Ode is a one type of the literary form of poem, and it is addressed to the, you can say that the natural object or pastoral style. Karmi Sanskriti Mulakama. It was begun at least 50 to 200 lines, sometimes 80 to 200 lines. ઓડ એક કવિતાનું સ્વરૂપ છે જેમાં કુદરતના સાનિધ્ય સાથે એની પાસ્ટોરલ ગ્રામ્ય સંસ્કૃતિમાં રજૂ કરવામાં આવે, અને આ સ્વરૂપની અંદર ઘણી વખત 50 થી 200 લાઇનની વચ્ચે લખવામાં આવે. And this kind of the whenever he can claim a style of the poem is Horace, and that's why it is Shakespeare style, Shakespeare शैली, Sachin Tendulkar style. It was a Horatian ode upon Cromwell, who is the Oliver Cromwell, written from the Ireland. And here, this is also one notable ode. Here, the garden. This is the most important. The garden. Sometimes when you get further study, you study this poem in your syllabus also, in your after graduation or post graduation. Upon Appleton House, the first anniversary, and he wrote the welcoming of the 15th Horatian ode upon the Cromwell's Horatian ode upon the Oliver. Who is the Oliver Cromwell? Full name is Oliver Cromwell from Ireland in 1659. And this second on whenever this Oliver Cromwell was died, then he write down on the date of this O.C. O.C. means O means Oliver and C means Cromwell. And he also one of his famous ode is Oliver O.C. Then his most popular poem and it is also studied as To His Coy Mysteries. This is the most memorable and notable and significant contribution of and to marvel in field of English poetry, particularly in the metaphysical poetry, and it is To His Coy Mysteries. Then he also wrote Cromwell Odes. His famous ode was, this was, you can say that, who is the Cromwell? Cromwell in 60s, but before the 14th, yes, 60, 49 to or 45 to 60, the Cromwell, Oliver Cromwell was the King of England, And then